I've always wanted to have livestock. I always felt like I didn't have enough pasture, or I didn't know enough about them, and finally I just decided, you know what, I'm not getting any younger, and we're going to learn what we can learn. And that was really one of the things that held me back. We didn't have water, which is a big deal. We didn't have pasture, and then when I saw Gabe Brown explaining this system, it just kind of clicked for me. I thought, you know what, we don't have to have all the pasture in the world to still run cows, and if they can increase our soil health, I mean, to me, it's a win-win situation. You just have to learn how to manage differently than we used to do, just growing, corn and beans and no livestock. What I've tried to do on this particular farm we're standing on is we've got 18 acres of cover crops, that same cover crop mix that the sheep are grazing on right behind us. This was rye that we took to harvest, and so what we have on this farm is we had corn, beans, milo, and a cover crop growing. So that's the diversity I'm looking for. We've got 4 different things going on in this 300 acres right here. We grew 52 bushel beans, non-GMO beans, out here last year on this 18 acres. The previous crop before that was wheat, and then we let the volunteer wheat come up, and I rented it to my neighbor, custom grazed his cows. Then we planted soybeans out here the following spring, and they made 52 bushel, and that was my all-time. I haven't ever hit 50 bushel beans before. And I credit a lot of that to the cattle. They're putting their manure back onto the soil. We're not having to haul nutrients back in here. We're helping recycle the cover crops into the soil.
It completes the circle too. You come full circle. The cows are working with us to get to our goal. I mean, we need them to do what we're wanting to do.
We can increase our organic material this way faster than trucking fertilizer or any other thing I can do. Whatever we do on our farm, we want it to be the healthiest that it can be.
I think more people are interested of what are you doing with the cover crops and why sheep. But when they see the two together, I think people are interested to know what we're doing, and they think it's kind of neat when they see it.
Bye, Louise! What's people doing?
Hi, sheep.
Come on!
So watching Sim eating the covers.
Come on.
That's sun hemp she's pulling all the leaves off of. They just love those leaves on that sun hemp. But they love the turnips, the leaves, anything under the undergrowth.
You're fertilizing the ground, and you're doing it evenly, because we're doing them in paddocks, and we move them. I think it's been about a week and a half, every week and a half we move them. So they like it because they're getting more than just grass. They're getting radishes and turnips and Sudan grass and sunflowers and sun hemp. They love it.
I can use them to graze. They're protecting the soil from eroding. We're trying to absorb nutrients that are in the soil, take them up in the plant, then release them as they break down to use for our cash crops. And basically, I don't like feeding hay to everything.
With the cover crops, it's putting nutrients back in the ground naturally, but it's also serving another purpose. It's feeding our animals. You've already got it, so you're feeding them for free basically, and you're fertilizing, so you're increasing your soil health naturally.